everyone. Well, I woke up about 10 minutes ago and the lighting is awful because obviously the light is off, but I'm going to get up. Turn it on. I have to get up because, well, it's like 9:30 and normally I would be asleep still, but I have to go to my sister's house and clean because I clean her house twice a week. She pays me for it and it's really nice. It's my only source of income right now. So I'm going to get up and not turn on the light yet. Okay. Too early. Okay, actually I will. So, I wanted to quickly talk about my appointment that I went to yesterday. So, I had my neurologist appointment yesterday. If you watched my last video that I made yesterday, you probably already knew that. This video can't be very long because, it probably will be, but I have to get dressed and walk over, which takes about 15 minutes. Oh, sorry. I'm actually wondering if I should make this video into 2 parts because I have a lot to talk about. Okay, so where do I begin? I got to my appointment. Oh, sorry. I got to my appointment. My mom drove me. And, let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Got to my appointment and, basically we talked about how, so originally I was gonna get my VNS turned back to my normal settings, or back to the settings that I had about 3 weeks ago. I didn't really believe this, but I kind of just wanted to do it anyway. But it was, I guess, I started having more seizures before I went to the appointment. But like 3 weeks ago, I started having a ton of seizures before I even went to the appointment, before I even got my VNS turned up. And so, and then I still had them after. So, I think, pretty much, I didn't really believe it, but I just assumed that it might be because I turned it up, but that doesn't even make sense because I was having them before I got it turned up. So anyway, at my appointment, I was telling her that, and she said that with that, your VNS, if you, it either works better if you turn it up or just doesn't do anything at all. So it has nothing to do with the VNS being turned up. So it either would work better if I got it turned up, or it just wouldn't work at all. It wouldn't make it worse. So it didn't help, which was sad. So we talked a lot about things yesterday. She is the best neurologist I have had ever, and I have had, let's see, 1, 2, 3. She's the 4th one I've had, and she is the best one. she actually cares. She wants to help. She does all she can. Like, it's hard to explain, but basically she's amazing. So we talked about different ways that we could go with this, and I have to get ready. We talked about different things that we could do. Apparently, I'm like, sorry, VNS is going off. Apparently, I'm 1 to 3%, like the 1 to 3%, I believe that's what she said, of the people who do not respond to epileptic medications. And which is really upsetting, and I kind of said that, and she said, I'm sorry, but, you know, she's really sweet, and so it's fine. We talked about different things. So there's this medication called, I don't remember. I have it written down over here. She always types up exactly what we talked about in the appointment, which is amazing. And so she talked about, it's called, let's see, she talked about this new medication called, where'd it go? Sorry guys, I really want to tell you so you guys know. Maybe it's on the first page. It's called, acetazolamide. Anyway, so she told me that I should try that. Apparently, a lot of people use it for high altitude. That's what she said, like, a lot of people use it for high altitude because I don't know if it affects all of you guys, but seizures definitely get worse for me in high altitude. And I live in Utah. So when I go up into the mountains, which are not far away from me, I mean, it's fine when I first go up into them, but then, you know, the higher and higher I get, I tend to have some seizures. Not all the time, but most of the time. So, she said that even though a lot of people use it for high altitude, she said it's just been proven something that it's good for my situation too. Like, using it for me would be great. So she said I should go ahead and try it and see what happens. Now, I have to leave in like 3 minutes, which I'm obviously not ready, but that's okay. She said to go ahead and try that. Now, she wants me to get an EEG again. The last EEG I had was when I was 16, and that was when I was in the hospital for the 3 to 5 day EEG thing. Except I only had to stay for like 2 days because they got a ton of information when they took me off a third of my meds and had grand mal seizures right away. I went in around noon, and then the next morning I had a grand mal seizure. So she wants me to get a EEG done that is an hour and a half. I've never had one of those. I've just had the half-hour ones and the 24-hour ones, and then I had the 3 to 5 day EEG. The 24-hour ones are when you they put on the things, probes, I don't know, and then you just go home and you sleep in them. But anyway, this is an hour and a half. Apparently, half of the time they want you awake, the other half of the time they want you asleep. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've never been able to sleep during an EEG, ever. Even when you're sleep deprived, which you are for EEGs. But she said that to just do, just try and do whatever, just try my best. So with EEGs, sometimes, so if you don't have seizures every day, they like you sleep deprived for 12 hours, I guess. So that would mean I couldn't sleep at all. But with my situation, since I am having seizures every day now, I only, get to sleep 4 hours. So I have to go to bed at midnight and wake up at 4 a.m. And then we set my appointment for 8:15 in the morning. So, not, I don't like it. But we scheduled that for May 31st, and definitely not excited about it. So they've never gotten any information from an EEG for me, okay? Never. They've never gotten anything. Neither for MRIs. The only thing they've ever gotten was when I had that really in-depth MRI that actually, it was 2 hours long, and it went, there were scans everywhere, even, really deep in my brain. So, gross. And that's how they actually found the source of my seizures. And it was actually really cool because she actually showed me some of the scans that Primary Children sent over when I had that done, the MRI. And dang it. And I was able to see the actual spot in my brain that is the source of my seizures. So it's in the middle. I don't know the terms. It's just gibberish to me, but it was in the middle, okay? And it's a part that's not operable. I can't have it taken out or anything, which I'm happy about. But basically, there's a little spot, I wish I had a picture of it, but there's a little spot and there's two sides, okay? And there's the gray matter and the white matter, and apparently I have a birth defect. And, I've told you guys it's where the neurons didn't form correctly, okay? But this is more, she explains it more. She actually wants me to be able to see the things that, not that's wrong with me, but, a lot of neurologists, they're just oh, do this, but they don't really show you what's going on. But she likes for me to actually see what's going on. So she showed me this, and one side, the right side was normal, okay? There was the gray matter, the white matter, they were together. Nothing wrong. The left side, the gray matter and the white matter were kind of apart. And I think it was inside the white matter, inside the gray matter, that there's a little nub. So it's just a little white spot. And it's a little nub. And it's just floating inside the gray matter, I think. And that, apparently, not everyone, but when someone is born with something like that, they are prone to seizures. So that is why I have seizures. And I'm grateful to know that. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up in a second. But something else she told me is about the KNS. And, wait, no, not KNS, RNS. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Basically, it's like VNS. Is it right there? No, VNS is over here. Sorry, I'm shaking. VNS, except it's underneath your skull, which terrifies me. But what it does is they put it in the spot where it sends, like, guys, I'm doing tons of research on this, so honestly, I have no idea what I'm talking about, really. They gave me a pamphlet, and that's really all I know. But they put it underneath your skull, and they, like, wire it to make it go to the spot that it needs to be. And when it senses an abnormal activity that could be a seizure, even if it's not, but if it thinks it could be, then it sends electrical activity to it and stops it. Now, not everyone, my memory is really bad lately. Not everyone is able to get it, okay? What they do to test, to see if you can, is they have you in the hospital for 24 hours, okay? And they take you to the operating room, the OR, and they stick in this, it's not really, I don't think it's a needle or something, but maybe it is. But it's like a long thing that she said it's as thin as an angel hair noodle. And they stick it in, and it kind of sticks out of your head, which kind of freaks me out. But, dang it. They put it in there, and for 24 hours, they monitor your brain activity. Now, since I have seizures every day now, it's not going to be hard for them to catch something. Now, I talked to them about it. I talked to her and I said, you know, I don't want you to force me to have seizures. Because as you guys know, when I was in the hospital for the 3 to 5 day EEG when I was 16, they took me off a third of my medication, and that was the scariest experience I've ever had to go through, okay? I'm not letting anyone do that to me again. So I told her, I said, you know, are they going to take me off that medication? Because if they do, I'm not doing it. I don't care about it, like, I don't care, okay, what they say. I'm not going to do that. Because I know that I'm going to have seizures anyway, so I'm not letting them take me off any meds. Now, that being said, with the EEG that I'm having on the 31st, I am, well, my mom asked her originally, but when I go on this new medication, well, I mean, if it doesn't work, then I won't stay on it long. But, like she said, you know, is it going to affect the EEG showing any brain activity, seizure activity? And she said no, so, you know, it's fine. Anyway, guys, I'm going to make another video either later today or tomorrow. It's almost been 20 minutes, and I'm going to be late, so I have to go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really have no idea what I'm talking about half the time, but I have to get ready, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.